this issue is not going to go away. It isn't. And lest anybody have any doubt about what my position has been when the dog owners started to use West Grove Park, and if you may recall prior bus tours, West Grove has been an area where we've had people on both sides as to what to do with the park. Some keep it as a passive park, others have suggested intense recreational use. We have not had agreement on what to do with West Grove. And so it's sort of been there in a fallow condition. Some folks have down and started to use it to run their dogs off-leash. Normally, to have an off-leash dog park, you have to get approval from the park authority and their conditions and standards and so on. Obviously, that process was not followed. And then what happened is, a wonderful animal control person saw the 6 or 7 or 8 folks with their dogs off-leash, and it was like shooting fish in a barrel, because he went down, and obviously he had them, because all of the dogs were off-leash, and wrote tickets rather indiscriminately. Now, I had a right to do that. Was I happy that he did that? No. Were the people happy? No. So, as a result of that, I called the park authority and talked with the executive director and asked that the board, the park authority, consider use of the park for an off-leash dog area, understanding that master planning was necessary. And what I asked was is that let's master plan the park and decide what its use should be. And second, in the interim, let's consider as an interim use the off-leash dog area. And then when we get through the master planning, then we'll either say legitimize it or say this is okay. The park authority rejected my request to do that. The executive committee of their board said, no, we think we have to go through the master planning process. So that's where it is. I have, in a process, recently decided on the selection of my park authority representative. And the person who I selected is here, and that's Linwood Gorham from the University of And I'm not going to pull any punches. In the spirit of transparency, the 2 finalists, Betsy Martin was one, and Linwood was the other. And Betsy is here, and Betsy, thank you for participating. And as I told the committee, we had 6 persons, each of whom I could have felt very comfortable appointing as a park authority representative, but the committee that I asked to help me did give me 2 candidates. And when Linwood is appointed, which will be next Tuesday, I will ask him, when he goes to the Park Authority Board, to raise this question of interim use, but most important that we come to a final decision in terms of master planning the park. We've got to decide finally what to do with West Grove. The next is the group that is formed, which is asking for that, the CAP group. Martha Washington Library, beautiful brand new facility, and we're thrilled to have it. And we did have some issues about what it looked like when it was being built and finally completed, but they have won a significant award for the best building in terms of what they constructed. Still have the issue of the flooding in New Alexandria, and here is the present proposed configuration back from the parkway. We had thought about trying to put a temporary barrier when storms threatened flooding in the middle of the parkway. That actually was something that could have been done, but that was rejected. So we still have to find a way to keep the water from here into this community. The apartment areas here, River Towers, this was one proposal which they do not support. An alternative proposal is to run your facility this way. We don't have funding for it, as you mentioned before, to our congressional folks, so we still have to find a way to finance this. Huntington traffic study, out of Route 1, turn left, Huntington and Route 1. staff to study that area as a very significant traffic congested area, particularly with the fact that you have on either side of Huntington, as a result of the comprehensive plan task force process, the Huntington Gateway Hotel, which is, as you can see, 200,000 square feet, and of course it will be in this area. Across the street in River Park, they're going to fill in and put more residential on that site. As we go down Huntington Avenue to in a westerly manner, we have the park. We have the Huntington Reserve, 85 new townhouses. The second study area is the Huntington community, where we had 13.9 feet of water that came in, and you can see